Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of What's Good in the Hood, a podcast where we discuss what the metropolitan youth of India is interested in. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about abroad education. So, hi guys, what's up? Let's introduce. You should introduce yourself.
Hi everyone. I'm Tanmay and I am pursuing my master's in electrical and computer engineering at Portland State University here in Portland, Oregon, United States. And I'm currently in my third quarter. I came here to the United States in winter of 2021. And yeah, I'm absolutely liking it. And it's
Ed?
Nice, yes. So I'm Varad Deshmukh. I'm pursuing my master's in transport planning and engineering from the University of Leeds in the UK. So this is a one-year course. So I just came here last month, and so far I'm liking it so far. The weather is very cool. Not used to it, but yeah, getting used to it.
Okay, great. So we have some diversity over here. Tanmay, I think it has been what's a quarter? You said you're in your third quarter. So what's a quarter?
So most of the universities are semester based and some of the universities are quarter based. So a quarter is like 3 months long. Like a semester is 6 months long. So we have 2 quarters, whereas other universities have 1 semester in that period of time.
My first question to you guys would be that a lot of people would have asked you that, yeah, exam kaise dete hai and what is the process and all of that. What I am interested in is like what happens after that, like what happens after you have moved. So when you first moved there, what were the major differences that you observed? Like obviously it's a totally different world, but like in people or like the way they behave and in general, like what were the small observations which you made which you thought, "Arey yaar, ye to kafi different in मेरे country से, and I hadn't expected this before."
It's like the timetables and everything is professional, like managed professionally. So कुछ भी चाहिए तुम्हें कुछ भी doubt हो कुछ भी चाहिए there's a department for it. Like you name it, you have a department for it. So यहाँ पे आके the one thing I realized is कि I can't get lost in bureaucracy. So India में if you want to get a doubt solved, you need to go to a certain place. They'll direct you to a different place. Then you'll go to a different place. यहाँ पे उतना ambiguity है ही नहीं. यहाँ पे तुम्हें कुछ भी चाहिए, there's a department named after it. They encourage continuous coursework. तो मेरे अभी आते हुए 1 महीना हुआ, but I have had 2 submissions already. तो इंडिया में when you start a college, you're like हाँ पहला महीना तो chill है, पहला महीना introduction है, induction है, chill है. So यहाँ पे you can't be complacent. There was an induction, it lasted for 3 days, but 4th day पे full speed पे they started the coursework. So मेरा already 2 submission हो चुका है. My third one is on the way on the 28th. So यहाँ पे exams we have exams in January first week. But they count only 50% of your like some subjects में like it differs. ऐसे नहीं कि 50% internal assessment, 50% exam. तो कुछ subject के लिए exams है ही नहीं. We don't have exams at all. So it's 30% के 3 project. कुछ में every 2 weeks we have to make a submission. They focus mainly on your weekly progress rather than your semester progress, if that makes sense.
Okay.
United States is different from India. It's like the first thing that I was told by my seniors was कि tissue paper kabhi bhi मांगना मत restaurant में. Ask them for a napkin, because what we call a tissue paper in restaurant is called a napkin, and what they call tissue paper over here in United States is the toilet paper. So if you go at a restaurant and ask, can you give me a tissue paper, you will get weird looks. And in general, people are very nice over here, very kind. And like, if you want to get a coffee over here in United States, you will go, hi, how are you? They'll ask you, how's your day going? And they'll tell you is their day going? And then they'll compliment, I like your jacket, I like your shoes, and blah 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 blah, and then you go ask for a coffee.
I had a question, like, did you feel like there's some sort of, like, not open blatant racism, but like there's some sort of different treatment or anything of that sort?
Not everyone does this. Very rarely this happens, but there are some people who won't talk to you nicely, or you feel you feel ये तेरा क्यों बात कर रहा है मुझसे ऐसा. You'll get that feeling, and you'll know why they're talking like that. So ऐसे होता है, but like in 10 people there will be 1 or 2 people.
A lot of Indian students hang out with other Indian students only, and like Asian students will hang out with Asian, and like, so like, is there this like groupism in that there won't be an interracial friend group? Non-Indian people के साथ, is there high mingling or is it lonely?
At the end, जब भी कुछ भी प्लान बनता है, बाहर जाना है, घूमना है, कहीं पे भी जाना है, it becomes like we go out with our Indian friends, of course, and even though American friends are there, but they are more like acquaintances. उतना अभी तक चांस नहीं मिला है कि we'll रोज मिले क्लास में and then we'll plan things. वैसे नहीं हुआ है अभी तक. तो जो कुछ भी है सब ये इंडियन दोस्तों के साथ ही है. तो but I did meet friends in my part-time job, and yeah, there are friends.
तुम्हें तो 1 महीना ही हुआ ना जाते, तो फिर अब
1 महीना ही हुआ. हाँ, 1 महीना ही हुआ, ज्यादा नहीं हुआ है. हाँ, बट फिर भी मतलब 1 महीना हुआ है, बट फिर भी I've made some friends like in my class, especially class के बाहर जाके I haven't got the chance to socialize more, you know. काफी ज्यादा social gatherings होते हैं यहाँ पे, like just randomly people just walk up to groups, walk up to parks, they're playing football. इतना मेरे से हुआ नहीं है अभी तक, but the people who I have been in contact with, yeah, Indians तो है, but at the same time I'll say कि बाकी के भी हुए. So it is true कि Indians के साथ mingle करते हैं, and as Tanmay said कि Indians के साथ bond ज्यादा होता है. So that is definitely there. I would not deny that, but yeah, it is not difficult to make non-Indian friends.
Because it's a very
ये
thing ना कि मतलब
ये फुटबॉल से याद आया. I do go to play football every Friday, and there are Indian people and everyone, all the other American people, we have Mexican, Spanish, and होता क्या है मालूम है, वहाँ पे तो अभी इंडिया में फुटबॉल खेला है बहुत, तो तब तो हमारा स्लैंग अलग होता है कि क्रॉस दे, चार्ज कर, पास कर. ये तो हम लोग हिंदी में बोलते हैं, समझ जाता है, अपने में तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. पर बाकी के लोगों के साथ खेलते हुए मैंने देखा है ना, सबका स्लैंग अलग है, सबका स्लैंग. फिर भी मालूम नहीं, समझ जाता है क्या बोल रहा है सामने का बंदा. वो बोल रहा है क्रॉस दे, उसके स्लैंग में बोल रहा है, हमारी तरफ देख के चिल्ला रहा है, हमें समझ जाता है क्या बोल रहा है. मतलब like that's the perfect example कि कोई भी लैंग्वेज हो, अगर तुम लोग कुछ कर रहे हो टीम में ना, तो without any language barrier समझ जाते हैं किसको क्या बोलना है. That's the most beautiful thing I have observed कि फुटबॉल खेलते वक्त सब लोग अलग अलग देश के अलग अलग बोल रहे हैं स्लैंग, पर समझ रहे हैं क्या चल रहा है.
So how's the like finance situation? Because I have, like, both of you have moved from a developing country to a developed country. So वहाँ पे how are you spending your money, and what is the difference in lifestyle which you have to work towards, or how you are maintaining that? So that I would like to know.
तो यहाँ पे pounds है, तो pound is 103 rupees. तो यहाँ पे काफी ज्यादा
इंडिया
1 pound का पेट्रोल. तो यहाँ पे काफी ज्यादा, like everything is very expensive. Every little thing जो हमें, like the moment I came here, जो भी सुपरमार्केट में जाओ, everything you compare back to India कि हाँ ये तो इंडिया में 30 रुपए में मिल जाता है, why am I paying 2 pounds for it? तो वैसे होता है. but the matter of the fact is that you need to get used to it. And मैंने तो मतलब for tuition at least I've taken out a loan, which I plan on repaying after I get a job over here. And यहाँ पे जो खर्चे हैं that I plan on doing by like covering that by doing a part-time job. And यहाँ पे कोई भी job menial होता नहीं. You can be a supermarket store में, you can work as a cleaner, you can work as a porter to carry things around.
Oh.
You can work in the IT services maybe if you are tech savvy. तो ऐसे काफी jobs होते हैं and it's very normal for you to take up a job, and it makes sense also because खर्चे तो होते हैं.
Right.
And the more like it is not that doing a part-time job will be very consuming on your body or something like that, क्योंकि इतना तो काम कराते नहीं इंडिया इतना. So they have proper work ethics, they pay a minimum wage which is respectable. So it does make sense for you to get a job over here, and that's what I plan on doing.
So so starting में लगता है महंगा है, but once you start doing your part-time job and once you start earning, so over here in United States, part-time jobs have minimum wage, and the minimum wage is like $15 per hour, and you can work up to 20 hours per week when you have school, and when there is vacation you can work $40 hours per week. So once you start working, you will feel that okay, these people actually have normal rates. These are normal rates, and India में जो था वो कुछ ज़्यादा ही सस्ता था. Means once you start earning, they have a really nice monetary structure over here in United States. They based all their prices around the minimum wage.
Oh.
So if minimum wage is $15 per hour you're getting, then $5 का coffee is nothing in front of 15. एक घंटे में तू $15 कमा रहा है तो $5 कॉफी में दे सकता है. And or like even petrol is $3 per gallon, and even बाकी का भी जो है चीजें सब they base it around the minimum wage, so that even a person who has minimum wage can afford things. So minimum wage worker can afford a Starbucks coffee. तो ऐसा है यहाँ पे. So they have very nice structure. Just wait until you get your part-time job, then everything will it feels like a breeze.
And before going to the US, you were living with your parents, right? Or were you living at a hostel?
Yeah. No, with my parents. Yeah.
So like, what was the how did you experience this thing of living alone? And
you won't get bored. ऐसे कुछ ना कुछ होता रहेगा. You won't have the time to get bored. Like ऐसे stimulus रहता ही है, and then there are classes and part-time job, सब नए चीजें. There is then college football, there is soccer, and all of this events will happen in campus.
यहाँ पे आके the first thing that I noticed is कि there's always something on your mind. तो घर पे you don't need to worry about groceries a lot because fridge पे एक post-it note होता है, यहाँ पे बनता जाता है. You don't need to कि हाँ ये करना है. यहाँ पे you need to keep a track कि आज दूध खत्म हो गया, आज सब्जी खत्म हो गई, dishwashing soap खत्म हो गया. तो ऐसी छोटी चीजें they add up on the back of your mind and they keep you busy all day. तो सुबह उठो, you have to make your timetable कि घर पे होता था online classes होती थी, तो you just if your class is at 9, you wake up at 8:45, brush your teeth and sit.
So 9:30 also. So you don't.
तो यहाँ पे you need to get up, make sure कि अगर तेरी if I have classes from 9 to 1 and then again from 2 to 5, मेरा ऐसा होता है टाइम टेबल, तो आई नीड टू मेक श्योर कि मैं उठ के थोड़ा लंच प्रेप करके क्लास जाऊं, तो आके टेक लेस टाइम टू मेक लंच.
तो लाइक कभी ऐसा फील होता है क्या यार नहीं करना यार, ये तो बहुत है, मतलब घर पे तो सही था सब, क्यों आ गया मैं यहाँ पे? मतलब कभी ऐसा फील होता है कि was this decision right?
This is all a part of it, no? Living alone, having your life, in your own hands, and it is preparing you for, मतलब ऐसे तो होगा नहीं कि 50 साल तक वही चलता रहेगा. Someday or the other you'll have to move out of your home, you'll have to, yeah, and this is that day for me. And वही है कि मास्टर्स करने का डिसीजन इज लाइक, मतलब तुम सेकंड थर्ड ईयर में होता है तब से इट्स ऑन योर माइंड कि मास्टर्स करना है टू गो अब्रॉड, वहां पे अपॉर्चुनिटीज है. तो ये तो उसका हिस्सा ही है. तो आई डोंट थिंक कि ऐसा मेरे को कभी होगा कि नहीं ये नहीं करना, बिकॉज you have to embrace the other things along with the padhai.
And is masters difficult? Like, what would you rate it on a difficulty scale?
Difficulty, it is yeah, it is like 8 on 10, I think.
Okay.
9. But this is also I am rating on the as compared to what I studied at KJ Somaya, but that won't be a perfect comparison क्योंकि KJ Somaya का बहुत अलग था. Although I said कि assignments, projects and exam, इधर भी assignment, project and exams, पर उधर का टीचिंग स्टाइल बहुत अलग है इंडिया का. इट्स टेक्स्ट बुक बेस्ड एंड क्या टेकमैक्स लो, टेकमैक में से क्या क्या क्वेश्चंस है वो करो, जाके पेपर में लिखो. यहाँ पे आई हैवंट रिटन अ लिटरल क्वेश्चन आंसर बेस्ड पेपर अभी तक. कोडिंग होता है और एमसीक्यूज होता है और यू विल हैव टू, मतलब अभी इलेक्ट्रिकल एंड कंप्यूटर इंजीनियरिंग में तो वही सब होता है, कोडिंग, MCQs और conceptual based questions है वो लिखना है. We have professors who have written textbooks themselves, so they just don't say that भाई मेरा टेक्स्ट बुक है मार्केट में जाके खरीद के पढ़ाई कर. ऐसे नहीं होता है. Over here professors are responsible to give you all the knowledge that is necessary, so they won't say कि you spend your money and get this textbook. वो लोग तुझे PPT बना के देंगे, वो लोग नोट्स बना के देंगे अगर रिक्वायर्ड है तो, वो लोग अपने वीडियोस रिकॉर्ड करेंगे एंड देन दे विल गिव ऑल द नॉलेज, ऑल द इंफॉर्मेशन. देयर इज अ कोर्स वेबसाइट, वहाँ पे जाके यू कैन एक्सेस ऑल दैट इंफॉर्मेशन. और ये भी है कि यू कैन नॉट डाउनलोड दैट इंफॉर्मेशन, लाइक फॉर योर पर्पस यू कैन डाउनलोड, but you cannot circulate it because like copyrights and all of that stuff is very crucial over here.
You said 8 on 10 difficulty level and you compared it to engineering. So like what would you rate engineering as? मतलब उसका difficulty कितना होगा?
That was different kind of difficult. That was like कि वो कैसे difficult था कि इतना बड़ा syllabus है, इतना सारा information है, कैसे retain करके कैसे reproduce करना है पेपर पे. यहाँ का difficulty is actual difficulty. यहाँ पे कैसा है कि homework अगर रहेगा कि रेक्टेंगल बनाओ, एग्जाम क्या रहेगा कि क्यूब बनाओ, वो भी फिल्ड रहना चाहिए और उसमें भी 4 साइड्स का अलग अलग कलर रहना चाहिए. ऐसा है. तो रेक्टेंगल से क्यूबॉइड पे आ गए और उसमें भी मास भरना है, उसमें भी कलर अलग चाहिए. तो बेसिकली दे गिव यू द इंफॉर्मेशन बट दे ऑल्सो वांट यू टू use that information and create new things in the exam. They want to see ki whether you can be creative in a time bounded situation.
जो हमारा जो B.Tech का 4 years का जो GPA है, how much does that matter in master's admission?
It depends on the university, but some universities are GPA centric, some universities they don't look at the GPA, but if you have very good GPA but you haven't done any projects, you don't have any extra curricular activities and that stuff, things apart from study, they do look at things apart from study. So if you don't have any of that, then they might not get impressed basically. And if you have a low GPA but you have done a lot of things in your bachelor's, not only studying, and you have done extra things and you have also studied and you have projects but you score low on the exams, then it's fine. They will get impressed by other things. So basically they want to see ki you are not plastic, you are a person of material. तुझ में कुछ है, you just have to show that you are worth. So they look at you holistically.
यूके में तो जीआरई का कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है. देयर इज नो जीआरई, यू डोंट नीड टू गिव एनी जीआरई. तो व्हाट माय सीनियर्स टोल्ड मी इज कि सीवी, एलओआर एंड एसओपी, दोस आर द थ्री मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स यू हैव टू हैव. तो सीवी में दे गेट टू नो कि तुम्हारा प्रोग्रेशन क्या है, एजुकेशन एंड ऑफ कोर्स एक्सपीरियंसेस, एंड ऑफ कोर्स जो भी कॉलेज में एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर किया है वो. एसओपी में आल्सो यू टेल द सेम थिंग बट इन अ वे दैट यू मार्केट योरसेल्फ. तो वहाँ पे उनको पता चलता है कि हाउ कॉन्फिडेंट यू आर एंड हाउ मच यू आर विलिंग टू डू टू गेट एक्सेप्टेड, वैसे करके थोड़ा. एंड एलओआर में अगेन द सेम थिंग इज reinstated कि what does your faculty actually think about you as a student, because LOR में वही होता है कि letter of recommendation, if anybody doesn't know, SOP statement of purpose, letter of recommendation में वही होता है कि ये student ऐसा है, ये उसने ये किया है and ये मेरे क्लास में ऐसे परफॉर्म किया है. तो even if you write an LOR and if for example जो faculty ने LOR लिखा है उसके क्लास में if you get a low grade, तो it doesn't really matter because the faculty still thinks highly of you. तो ऐसे नहीं कर सकता कि कितने 4 साल में कितने सब्जेक्ट्स होंगे सबसे LOR तो नहीं ले सकता. And not everyone will agree to give a good LOR for you क्योंकि खुन्नस तो होती है. And तो वही है कि 2 LORs लगते हैं for UK at least, 2 academic and एक industrial लगता है. If you're applying right after college, you just need 2 academic LORs. तो academically अगर तेरा faculty तेरे बारे में अच्छा ही बोल रहा है, तो and if they are saying कि this is a good student and he shows involvement and ये वो, तो वो इनके लिए काफी ज्यादा important है. That along with your SOP कि तू खुद कि what the faculty thinks about you, what you think about yourself, and of course the CV. तो ये तीन like if all these 3 things are sorted for you, you are good to go. You don't need any GRE, GMAT, कुछ नहीं चाहिए.
Okay, my next question is, what are your future plans? मतलब, do you ever think के मैं future plans तो बता ही दो, and do you ever think that you will come back to India?
हाँ, तो हाँ, मेरा फील्ड ऐसा है कि अभी इंडिया में काफी ज्यादा स्कोप होने वाला है in the near future. So I don't plan on coming back immediately, hopefully not, क्योंकि इंडिया में वो industry is not that growing and मेरे को सीखने नहीं मिलेगा if I come back immediately. So what I want to do is take experience over here in the Europe. North America में भी है, opportunities depends on the project, but Europe में काफी, like UK में especially काफी ज्यादा opportunities है. So maybe 2-3 years, maybe take experience over here and get to learn stuff. And once I'm experienced enough and I've learned enough, maybe I can go to India and apply those skills.
In my industry, all the major stuff that happens over here in Silicon Valley, in California. तो मेरे लिए तो मुझे वैसे भी मेरा वैसे भी वही था dream that I have to work in Silicon Valley, and it wouldn't also make sense to leave Silicon Valley and come back to Mumbai and then search for jobs over there. So of course I will be looking for full-time and internships. I'm looking for internships and I'll be looking for full-time in major companies in Silicon Valley. So मेरा तो वही अभी फिलहाल plan है, and I'll work in the United States as much as I can.
I think one more point before you take a decision to take up your masters abroad. I think one point you should take into consideration is कि ये masters करके मेरे को कुछ नया सीखने को मिलेगा या मैं यहाँ पे बैठ के भी सीख सकता हूँ, or is it something I don't know already, or is the university that I'm looking for going to offer something that is different and of value to me. तो it's not, मतलब ऐसे भी होता है, मतलब I'll not say कि तो ऐसे होता है कि अब्रॉड जाना है, दैट इज अ बिग थिंग कि हाँ इंडिया से बाहर जाना है, दैट इज अ बिग फैक्टर कि बहुत लोग हैं कि हाँ इंडिया से बाहर जाना है, बाकी कुछ भी किसी में भी मास्टर्स करूंगा मैं, बस इंडिया से बाहर जाना है। तो वो भी एक ये होता है, दैट इज नॉट एंटायरली गुड। तो यू नीड टू आस्क योरसेल्फ कि ये यूनिवर्सिटी में ये करके मेरे को वैल्यू का मिलेगा या नहीं। एंड फॉर दैट आई थिंक द बेस्ट थिंग फॉर दैट इज ऑनलाइन रिव्यूज मत पढ़ो, कुछ भी मत करो, just talk to alumni on LinkedIn.
Okay, got it.
Because those are the ones that will give you the most unfiltered and most honest review of the degree and of the life there. क्योंकि ऑनलाइन आर्टिकल्स होते हैं वो कोई तो चाइनीज लड़का लिखेगा उसका एक्सपीरियंस हमारा एक्सपीरियंस क्या ही सेम होगा।
Right.
एंड वो जो एक्सपीरियंस करेगा दैट इज नॉट एंटायरली ट्रू कि हम भी वही करेंगे। That is also the same case with alumni on LinkedIn, but that is the closest we'll get um, your the actual thing that is going to happen.
Sitting in India also, I had submitted resumes to Intel, Apple, Nvidia, AMD, all of those companies, and I didn't hear back from them even once. And compared to now, I'm searching internships. I have received calls from Intel, Apple, and I have call scheduled for AMD, Nvidia. So this is I would suggest you that just get geographically close to companies that you want to get in, because these companies start seeing students from their surroundings first.
Okay.
People who are close to them geographically, because they believe that people who are close to their company geographically have similar experiences to them, and have similar lifestyle. They won't have to change their lifestyle a lot to work in the company. So just try to be like the people who are already working there.